Next we have a selection of pieces, or a selection of movements rather, from the piece called Carnival of the Animals. This is composed by Saint-Saëns in about the year 1880. And quite curiously, he composed it essentially for a bunch of his friends and him to play, and it was sort of a musical joke, and I'll explain more of that in a minute. But he strictly forbid that this piece was published or performed during his lifetime, which that never happened. So the year after he died, it was published, and 2 years after it was performed, and everyone adored it, and now it's one of his most favorite pieces, or famous pieces rather. If you've seen Disney's Fantasia 2000, and if you know the dancing flamingos with the yo-yos, that's to music from part of the Carnival of the Animals. Carnival of the Animals has 14 movements, so you guys comfortable? You ready? No, we're only doing 4 movements. But he wrote it for 11 musicians. Again, they were his friends, so it was a very odd combination of instruments. I think it was like 2 pianos, some woodwind, some brass, all the strings, but like 1 of each. And then there was the glass harmonica is one of the instruments, which if you've ever like licked your finger and got along the edge of a wine glass and you've gotten a pitch to play, is like that. It's like a bunch of different shaped glasses, and you like move a pedal and rotate them, and then you make sound by that. So that was one of the instruments. We don't have that here tonight. If you're bored tonight and going on YouTube, that's a fun rabbit hole to go down. One of the other instruments involved also was xylophone. So the 4 we're going to play tonight is the lion, and then the swan, and then the elephant, and then the one called fossils. And fossils is where one of the musical jokes is included. Essentially, Saint-Saëns thought it was too silly of a piece, too much of a musical joke, that he didn't want it to ruin his reputation. He wanted to be taken as a serious composer, and so this lighthearted music had no place. So regardless, it's one of his most famous pieces today. So the first one we'll play for you, I'll introduce before each one, they're all pretty short. The first one is the March of the Lion. So it's a march because it's supposed to have a regal feel, since lion is the king of the animal kingdom. And it's very cool. He has the cellos and the basses do tremolo, which is when you move the bow really quick to get sort of a, I don't know, a crazy quick note effect. And it's in this crescendo, chromatic, rising and falling, and that's supposed to be the roar of the lion. So our first piece from Carnival of the Animals is the Royal March of the Lion.